Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got back from Sydney 4 days ago, and when I checked my mailbox yesterday, my Gressa selection from Beauty Heroes arrived, and I know that this was announced on September 21st, so I am, a little bit delayed in sharing my thoughts on this box. And because I just received it yesterday, and as soon as I got it, I just kind of opened up the products and play around with it on my hands, but I didn't get a chance to apply any of these products onto my face. So I thought it would be fun to share my first impressions as well as, give you a demo of how these colors and products work for my skin. There are two eye products. These are the eye tints. This one's in the color Oreo and Obscure. Then we have a eye makeup brush. And lastly, this is the Lumiere Luminous Complexion Fluid, and this is a lightly bronze tinted serum. And this color, Eva, is an exclusive launch through Beauty Heroes. So if you're new to Beauty Heroes, they don't normally share makeup products in their boxes every month. So what they do is they have a seasonal makeup discovery, and so far, there has been 2 this year since I've been a brand ambassador for Beauty Heroes, and 1 last year. So last November, it was Vapour Organics, and then in April of this year, for Earth Day, it was Au Natural's collection, and then now in September, this is Gressa's makeup selection. Because this selection is elective, if you're a Beauty Heroes member, this does not count as one of your monthly boxes, and this is available as a one-time purchase until it sells out. So the cool news is, even if you're not a Beauty Heroes member, you can purchase this selection for $45, and if you are a member, you get 15% off of that price tag. So this selection is known as the Minimalist collection by Gressa, and it's known for its high concentration of minerals. I think these products contain anywhere from 50 to 60% minerals, and this line is silicone free and it's vegan. Svetlana pursued the pre-med path, and she earned her degrees in natural sciences and biochemistry, and then she had like a deep passion for nutrition. So it says that she's the first to tell you that there's no such thing as a miracle in a jar, and instead she created products to highlight and support healthy skin. So she created a range of natural skincare and color formulations that nourish the complexion, illuminate its best features, and wear like second skin. And in my experience with Gressa, because I've tried the Minimalist serum, is that what it was called? The Minimalist Corrective Serum Foundation. I was very drawn to that product, just kind of reading about it and watching reviews on it. It really did seem like a makeup and skincare infused product. And I remember it contained broccoli seed oil. Like, I don't know why that's the one ingredient that stood out to me. Anyway, so I remember trying that foundation out a year and a half ago, but unfortunately it didn't work out for my skin. Like, no matter what I moisturized with underneath, every time that I applied that serum foundation, it just kind of created like a flaky finish. Like, it didn't look good on me. It like made me really dewy, but then flaky. So after trying to wear that foundation, layering it with different products underneath, like different moisturizers and whatnot, it just didn't work out for me, so I ended up donating it to a friend. The other product I've tried out from Gressa is the Lip Boost in the shade Bare. I got a sample of it when I ordered the Minimalist Serum Foundation, and I remember I really liked the shade. It's been a while, because I had it at the same time I had the foundation, so if my memory serves me correctly, I remember the texture being very similar, in fact, to the eye tints. Like, it was very creamy, but also like lightweight. And so I remember trying it on my lips. I loved the color, but unfortunately it kind of dried out my lips. Like, it wasn't very long lasting for me. So with what I had left of the sample, I did use it as a cream eyeshadow for a little bit, and then I retired the product. So that's my limited experience with Gressa products. And so when I got this box, I was excited to see that these are all products I haven't tried previously. So I'm going to be showing you guys a demo now of all the products and how I applied it onto my skin. I'm wearing everything on my face today, and in addition to the products from Gressa, there are 2 more products that I ordered on my own, so this wasn't sent to me by Beauty Heroes. The first one is the Vapour Organic Beauty Illusionist Concealer. I got this yesterday at the same time I got the Gressa selection, so I just played around with it on my hands, but today was the first time that I applied it onto my face, so I'll show you guys how this worked on me. And the other product that I was really excited for, this is Chia's The Highlight of the Day, and this is an illuminating face serum, but it's really like a liquid highlighter in a serum like dropper bottle situation. So yeah, I was really excited to try this out. I got to use this today. I'm wearing it on my cheekbones. It's very luminous. And I got this in golden hour, so you guys will also see this in the demo. I'm gonna start out with my base, which is the Glossier Skin Tint in dark. Take about maybe 8 to 10 drops of this. So in Sydney, the weather is actually transitioning from winter to spring, and when we were there, my skin freaked out because the air was so dry. And I remember on one of the days we went on a tour, like a family tour. There were like 23 of us or something, and we were on a tour bus going to Blue Mountains, and on the way back from that tour, I fell asleep on Brandon's shoulder on the bus, and then when I woke up, he was like, "Oh my gosh, babe, your skin is so dry." And so I took out a mirror and I looked at the side of my cheek where I was leaning on him, and it was just like flakes. It was crazy. It wasn't just a few, like my entire left side of my face was flaky. And then if you looked at his shoulder, he was wearing like a black pullover. It was just covered in flakes, as if he you know, like had dandruff and he like shook it out onto his shoulders. It was that dry. I actually had to go to a chemist, not a chemist, but I went to a place called Chemist Warehouse, and I guess that's their version of a drugstore, and I had to buy something like a face cream for people with eczema. I don't think it's like specifically formulated for eczema, but it's so rich that it helps people with eczema. And it's now just kind of starting to normalize since I've been back. And so, you know, as dry as my skin was, I'm getting these weird little like bumps and breakouts on my hairline. It's very strange. As soon as we landed in Korea and we were in the airport, the air felt so humid and wet, and it was very inviting to come back to that because that's what I was used to before we left. I've been in need of a new concealer, and I wanted to try like a cleaner alternative because I've been using the Urban Decay one for a while. I don't have it. But yeah, I just wanted to try out a different one, and the 2 choices I was looking into were the Au Naturel one and the Vapour, and I decided to go with the Vapour. This is called the Illusionist Concealer, and I have this in the shade 30. And this is my first time trying it out, so I'm excited. I don't know how I feel about just applying it in stick form. I feel like I'd better just warm it up on my fingers and then kind of go over where I need to. But so far, it looks like it's a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone, but I think I would prefer that under my eyes. But I guess I'd be interested to see how it performs on my blemishes or like my red spots. Okay, it's definitely more sheer than the Urban Decay one I was using, the Naked Skin Concealer. The other concealer I had was the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and I used that solely for under my eyes, but it was past its expiration date, so I chucked that. And then I ordered a new jar, and it's on its way here because I also wanted to try out Glossier's new setting powder, the Wowder, and I ordered it to my mom, so she's sending it over. And so if this doesn't work out, under my eyes. I still have the stretch concealer to fall back on. Actually, I'm kind of liking how this looks right now. I guess I'd be really interested to see how it performs throughout the day. If it just kind of rubs off, or if it just, you know, kind of melts into my skin and looks seamless, which is what I'm hoping for. I'm curious what finish this concealer is supposed to give, because I feel like very dewy and shiny right now. Let's see, this is 70% certified organic ingredients and 30% minerals and essential oils. Right now in this moment, I am liking the way that it's working on my skin. It's very, like, it's not a heavy concealer. It's not full coverage. So, I mean, even like on my chin here, I have 3 breakouts because it's that time of the month for me. And I mean, it's not like completely hiding it, but it's just kind of muting it. And that's what I prefer. I don't want it to look super cakey or thick on my face. All right, so I'm going to apply the eye tint, Gressa eye tint in, it's Oreo or Oreo, and this is the lighter shade. Ooh, it's very creamy and soft in here. So I haven't put on eye makeup in months, ever since I got my lash extensions. So this is a pretty foreign feeling to me right now. Ooh, that's very champagne shimmery, but not glittery. I think it's recommended to apply this with the eye brush that it comes with, but I also wanted to see what it looked like if I just used my fingers. There's that. I'm gonna try my left eye with this brush. This brush is really soft. Okay. Ugh. Oh, okay. Okay, so using the brush definitely provides more coverage. Using my fingers, it was sheer. But there's that. I think I definitely need to blend it out though. I'm trying really hard not to get it into or onto my lash extensions. You know, because I have monolids, like once I open my eyes, it's pretty much gone, but I think I have to go a little bit higher just so that it's visible when my eyes are open. Okay, and then the second eye tint is the Obscure, and it's this very dark, also extremely creamy. What is this? Oh, it's like a deep dark brown. I think I don't want it all over the lid because I don't think that's how I would normally wear it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the end here. Whoa. Oh, okay. I think for this tutorial, this demo, I feel like I should put it all over just so you can see it. I mean, the way that I would wear it, it's like, you know, kind of barely there. I'd probably use this, if I didn't have lash extensions, I'd maybe use this to line my lash line. Alright, so maybe I'll just like wing it out a little bit. I'd be really curious to see how this lasts because it's a creamier formula, but it's not as creamy as some of the creamier eyeshadows I've used. It does say that it's a creaseless formula, but I don't know. I mean, compared to like, I have the RMS eye polish in Seduce. It's a brown as well, and for that, it definitely creases, but I know that Rosemary Swift never claimed for it to be a creaseless product. She does say it kind of just like works with your skin, and obviously if you have oilier eyelids, it is going to crease. Okay, so it says that the Gressa eye tints are velvet to cream foundations pigmented with 50 to 60% mineral tints, and it's silicone free and 100% vegan, and they are crease proof. So it does claim to be crease proof. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll probably insert it somewhere on the screen here, how it wears throughout the day. And let's just even out the other eye too. It does go on very smoothly. So here's what that looks like. I mean, it looks totally different when I open my eyes up. I like the colors because they are shades that I'd wear if I was wearing eye makeup. I think I'm going to set my face with powder first before I use the Gressa cheek product and the new highlighter that I'm going to be trying out today. So there's my Laura Mercier translucent powder. You know, I never thought I'd be close to done to finishing this, but look, that's how much that's left. And it's very satisfying to know that I finished it. Like, I feel like I've had this for at least 3 years. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. I felt like kind of like a disco ball earlier with my very luminous concealer. All right, let's go in with this. I was most excited to try this. This is the Lumiere Luminous Complexion Fluid. This is in the color Eva or Eva, EVA. You know, because I got this box yesterday and I'd already put on my makeup, I just kind of played around with it a little bit on my hands. And when I pumped this out, okay, it looks like that at first. And I did see, it looked like the pigments in here didn't really mix well with the oils. But once you kind of blend it out, the brown and the pink in here just kind of mixes together. It's very oily. So I'm probably going to take it easy on my cheeks. But I'm interested to see. So I guess I'll use this in place of a blush today. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, it feels like I'm putting a serum on, but wow, it's very, very natural. It's almost like barely there. And I've read that you can mix this with a foundation, a bronzer, or a blush, but I really wanted to see what this looks like on its own. So I'm just doing that today. Yeah, it's definitely a very, very subtle, minimal look, which I like. I guess I'd be worried if, you know, if it was the summertime and it was windy, like I feel like my hair would definitely stick to my face. And I wonder if this kind of dries to a non-sticky finish, because right now, yeah, it just feels like an oil serum. That's the best way to describe the texture. Yeah, can you guys see a difference? I can, but you know, on my screen, on the camera, it doesn't look that different. So about the Lumiere, it says to use across cheekbones, brow bones, nose, cupid's bow to enhance skin's natural radiance, or add a few dabs on cheekbones over your favorite blush to turn up the glow factor. Ah, okay. Well, you know what? I thought this would provide enough color, so I think I'm okay with that. So the other product that I was really excited to share with you and to try out for myself is Chia's highlight of the day. This is an illuminating serum. So I would use this as a highlighter. And you guys know I've been in love with RMS Beauty's Living Luminizer, but after using that one for about 2 years, I know it's like way past its expiration date. I started getting little clogged pores on my cheekbones, so I decided to retire that. And the other highlighter that I have is the Glossier Halo Scope in Moonstone. It's good. I don't like love it. I think I liked it more when I first got it, but I really wanted to try a product that's in this kind of formula where I can just, ooh, oh my gosh, I think I can already tell that I only need like the tiniest drop of this. Yeah, I wanted to try something where I didn't have to, you know, dip my finger into a pot or, you know, apply directly onto my skin, because I found that with the Halo Scope, after each application, I would see my makeup and bronzer or blush on top of this, so that I'd always have to clean it up after. And so I'm really happy to try out a new type of formula. And here's what that looks like. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, so I have the shade Golden Hour, and okay, I really have to be careful or I'm going to just look insane today with the glow. Oh, that's nice. It almost feels like a little bit more of a yellow based Living Luminizer in a serum form. And this is, okay, 0.5 fluid ounces, and I used 1 drop But even I feel like that was too much, so I imagine this is gonna last me a long time. I should probably give samples to my friends in like a little jar. Alright, just do a little bit on top here. Maybe that's not a little bit, maybe that was a little too much. Oh, this is so much easier to use on the Cupid's bow than the halo scope was. I don't know, for some reason the halo scope didn't really apply like this on my Cupid's bow. Okay, I might have overdone it. Let's go do some boy brow. So I don't have too much to share in depth just because, you know, I'm playing around with this makeup for, you know, the first time today. But I would say, like, just based on my first impressions, these are definitely very natural, like easy to wear colors. And while it is nice that it comes with this brush, I like that you can use these products without a brush. You can definitely use your hands. I was just being extra careful just because I didn't want to get too much product on my lash extensions. But even the darker color, Obscure, I think you can use with your fingertips if you're going for like an all-over lid color. But I guess if you wanted to be more precise, a brush would definitely help if you wanted to, you know, define a cat eye or just maybe draw like a thin line on your lash line. And then with this too, it's too soon to tell. I mean, it's still a little bit sticky, so I'm curious to see if this will kind of absorb into my skin and not be on top there. Okay, so to finish this off, I'm going to apply a lip color, but it's in my bag. Hold on. So I'm using Bite Beauty's Multi-Stick in Brioche, and I forgot when I got this, but I love this more and more as I use it. And I used to use it just more so on my cheeks. But for the last, I want to say month and a half, this has been the one and only lip color that I have been wearing. And it's interesting because this lipstick, it's like 30% powder, or like it dries to a powdery finish. And so it sounds drying, right? But even when my lips are a bit chapped and I use this product, it does not dry out my lips. It's so weird. And with lipsticks, I always have to make sure my lips are like really well moisturized and yeah, whatnot. But when I have balm under this, it's definitely like there's a bit of a glossier finish. But if I don't wear anything underneath, it's a really, really pretty matte. Right? I love this. Look at this. I mean, I've used quite a bit and I have about that much left. So if you're interested in picking up this selection, you get the two eye tints, the eye makeup brush, and the Lumiere Luminous Complexion Fluid. And this is valued at $114 for these 4 products. But if you are a Beauty Heroes member, you can get these 4 products for $38.25. And if you are a non-member, you can still purchase this for $45, and this selection will be available until it sells out. I know that this video was more of a first impressions rather than a comprehensive review, but I hope that it was helpful in making you make your decision whether you want to pick up this box or not. And as always, all the links and the info for this selection will be down below in the description box. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and if you received this month's box, I'd love to hear about your experience with Gressa. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!